Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, dear friends, good evening and welcome to the Oscars night for the life science industry. I must tell you tonight there will be only one winner, the patient, and only one loser, the disease. Thanks to a very precious community, you, the innovators in the labs.
You've already made the greatest discovery of your scientific career. It was so immense, so profound, that it could help save every woman, man, and child. You found it a long time ago. Don't you remember? No, you didn't find it in your research or in your experiments. It wasn't inside the genome or amongst the petri dishes. It wasn't the day you put this chemical with that chemical, or in the white papers and the documents. Further back. No, you didn't find it in the classroom. Not from your mentor or your hero. A little further. This was a big day. You don't remember it? It was the day you discovered that you were a scientist.
How many thousands of failures you have to overcome to develop one product? How many millions of lives you save every year? And how many hundreds of millions of patients have their quality of life improve every day thanks to your innovations? So our mission at the Galien Foundation is to advocate for you all, to celebrate the value of your innovations, and to express our endless gratitude. So please, give yourself a hand. I would like to start with an emotional thought to our beloved honorary founding president, Elie Wiesel. Elie Wiesel admired your unwavering commitment to humanity. He was my spiritual father, and his motto was, think higher and feel deeper.
André Malraux said once, in one of his novels, une vie humaine ne vaut rien, mais rien ne vaut une vie humaine. Human life is worth nothing, but nothing is worth a human life. All these men and women are trying to save human lives. Is there anything more noble than that? The writer and the researcher do what they do because they believe in what they do.
Mrs. Marion Wiesel is with us tonight. Thank you, Marion, for your lesson of hope. We are proud to pursue Elie's legacy in Africa, in Dakar, with the first Galien Forum on the ethics of innovation and the Tomorrow's Leaders Initiative, which will welcome more than 500 medical students and young scientists coming from across the African continent. And to this regard, I would like to salute the presence of the Ministry of State, Professor Awa Maricol Seck from Senegal, She represents the President of the Republic of Senegal, His Excellency Macky Sall. His leadership as a president is to be centered on education, women, and healthcare. And to this regard, I would like to point out a very exciting session we will organize in Dakar, based on the African woman in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and thanks to the support of Johnson & Johnson.
All world leaders in medicine and scientific research are set to meet for 2 days on Senegalese soil to ensure that drugs designed in the north are used to care for patients born in the south. The President of the Republic of Senegal, His Excellency Macky Sall, who preside over this prestigious event, will personally hand the prize to this year's winner. World-leading experts in health and scientific research and celebrities are expected in Senegal to celebrate health in the world. The first Galien Africa-Senegal Forum is the 27th and 28th of November 2018 at SICAD Dakar.
Worldwide, the Prix Galien is considered as the equivalent of the Nobel Prize for the industry, thanks to the intellectual rigor of its committee. And it is my privilege to introduce to you the Prix Galien USA Committee.
Susan Desmond Hellman, Chief Executive Officer of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation in Seattle, Washington, and Prix Galien USA Committee Chair. Richard Axel, Nobel Laureate, co-director, the Kavli Institute for Brain Science at Columbia University Medical Center in New York. Michael S. Brown, Nobel Laureate, Professor of Molecular Genetics and Internal Medicine at UT Southwestern Medical Center at Dallas. Laurie Glimsher, CEO and President at Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Professor of Medicine at Harvard Medical School. Joseph Goldstein, Nobel Laureate, Professor of Molecular Genetics and Internal Medicine at UT Southwestern Medical Center at Dallas. Robert S. Langer, David H. Koch Institute Professor at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Cato T. Lorenzen, MD, PhD, University Professor, University of Connecticut, Van Dusen Distinguished Professor of Orthopedic Surgery, and founder and director of the Raymond and Beverly Sackler Endowed Center at the University of Connecticut. Paul A. Marks, Laboratory Head of Cell Biology at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York, President Emeritus, MSKCC. Michael Rosenblatt, Chief Medical Officer of Flagship Pioneering in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Bengt Samuelson, Nobel Laureate, former President of Karolinska Institute and former Chairman of the Nobel Foundation. Mark Tessier-Levine, President of Stanford University in Stanford, California. Roy Vagelos, retired Chairman and CEO of Merck and Chairman of the Board Regeneron Pharmaceuticals.
This evening is a massive milestone in the history of the Prix Galien, which began in 1970. At the urging of our new committee chair, Professor Susan Desmond-Hellman, we are inaugurating tonight the first Roy Vagelos Pro Bono Humanum Award for Global Health Equity. During 6 years, Professor Roy Vagelos, in French we say Le Roi Vagelos, has chaired the American Committee. It has been 6 outstanding years, professionally and personally, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Roy, for your incredible leadership and for your mentorship, which makes the Prix Galien so respected worldwide. For many of you, today has been quite a long day, starting early this morning with the Galien Forum. I wish I could individually thank the 35 key opinion leaders who came from around the planet to stimulate very exciting debate. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of 35 brilliant startups, candidates to the Prix Galien Med Startup. The evaluation of the most promising projects in the life of life science comes to a panel of experts, outstanding experts, and this panel is chaired by Bernard Pousseau with us.
Chairman Bernard Pousseau, Director Roche Holding, former President and CEO Wyeth. Roch d'Oliva, Honorary CEO of UCB. Michael Dolston, Global R&D President of Pfizer. Jean-Pierre Garnier, former CEO of GSK. Franz Humer, former CEO of Roche. François Maison-Rouge, Senior Director of Evercore Partners. Paul Stoffel, Chief Scientific Officer, Johnson & Johnson. Elias Zerhouni, former Global R&D President of Sanofi.
A special thanks to Arnaud Leretour, the General Manager of Business France, and his wonderful team, Elsa Rive, and Lucas Delannoy, among the others. All the Galien Foundation's achievements have been made possible thanks to our precious sponsors and friends who share our values.
First off, the two platinum sponsors of the Galien Foundation are Alexandria, building the future of life, changing innovation, and Oracle Health Sciences, the leading provider of innovative technology solutions for the biopharmaceutical and healthcare industries. We would now like to acknowledge our leading corporate partners for their pioneering commitment to our mission. The Boston Consulting Group, shaping the future together, and Johnson & Johnson. Together we can transform patient care. Furthermore, we proudly introduce our associate corporate partners. Accorda Therapeutics, whose chairman, Ron Cohen, with us tonight, has been a great advocate of the Galien Foundation since the beginning. The Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, whose president and CEO, Stephen Hubel, is with us tonight. The Biotechnology Innovation Organization, whose president and CEO, Jim Greenwood, is with us tonight. Merck, Inventing for Life. Novartis, when science and passion connect, innovation happens. Pfizer, driven to discover the cure. The bronze sponsors of the ceremony are the Avoca Group, Neogia, the New York City Economic Development Corporation, the Pershing Square Foundation, Publicis Health, Temesis, and from Biokide, Nutrafol, Osteopen, Sotis, who wish to present you with some tokens tonight. We also wish to send a special thank you to Jennifer Weissman, Letizia Parienti, Claire Topol, who have devoted their support and enthusiasm to ensure the success of our ceremony. And to our dear friends Arnaud Lacaze, Fabrice Cheech, Andre Lamy, and Michael Parker. And of course, Cynthia Ekberg-Tsai and Sherry Gersten. In like manner, we are extremely fortunate to work with outstanding media partners who have contributed to the Galien Foundation's renown, such as Finn Partners, trusted global PR advisor of the Galien Foundation. A special thanks to our dear friend Gil Bash and his very effective colleagues, Gianna Grega and Kara Bradley. Nature and Scientific American, BioPharm Insight, BioCentury, Inception Digital, Loop 7, and PM360. Last but certainly not the least, the advisory board members of the Galien Foundation.
Well, it's time for me to give the stage to our two most unwavering supporters, John Cunningham and Steve Rosenberg. I wish you all a fabulous night in the museum and bonne chance to all the nominees. Thank you.